Over the last 10 years, cTrader has rapidly become a platform that both brokers and traders love. And with its advanced charting tools, easy mobile integration, copy trading, and the ability to code your own trading algos, it's not difficult to see why it's about to take over the prop industry. We finally have it at FTUK, so here is your quick start guide to getting set up with the highly anticipated cTrader platform. So once you've purchased your account, you're going to get an email sent through to you that looks like this. 2 buttons on here, the cTrader login at the top, and then also a regular link to the FTUK dashboard at the bottom. Now, it's important to understand at this stage, you're not going to get a password sent through to you on this email, and that's because of the way that cTrader works. If you've never used cTrader before and you've never used this email address with cTrader, they're going to require you to set up a unique password through their system. So you'll get a second email sent through to you from cTrader, and you just hit that button there, and then you'll be asked to set up a password. Okay, so once that's all sorted, all you need to do is log into cTrader by hitting this button here. And the web dashboard should pop up something like this. Now, all you're going to need to do is log in with your email address, and then from there, just hit go, and all of the charts will populate and all the prices will start moving. So let's start then in the top right hand corner here. This is where you're going to get all of the main details of your account. The great thing about cTrader is you can layer lots of different accounts in one workspace under your own email address. So you can have access to different accounts if that's the way that you want to work. Setting up a watch list is really easy as well. All you need to do is use this area on the left hand side here. If we go down to create a new watch list, and I'm going to call this one FTUK, hit OK. And then all I need to do is start populating it with lots of different assets. So just hit the plus icon, and we'll put crude oil in there and natural gas. Just hit the star in the left hand corner. We'll go with the euro dollar, the pound against the dollar, and also the dollar against the yen. And then how about a couple of indices as well? We'll go with the DAX, the Dow, and I don't know, the S&P 500. Okay, so now you can see that they're all layered into this particular watch list, and you can create as many of these as you like. What I also like about cTrader is the way that it color coordinates by asset class as well. So you can see we've got our energy products here, our crude oil and our natural gas. Our currencies are in the middle in green, and then our indices down here in blue. That makes it really easy to work with. Very similar to DXTrade in the way that you can put colors on charts and connect together your charts in groups so that you can use the watch list as a way of flipping between different assets. You can see if I just hit crude oil here, this active chart that I've got up here, this will change to that particular asset. But also if I change the labels down here, if I add a green sticker on that one and a green sticker on that one, what will happen now is that when I click the different assets, all of the charts that I've got open at that particular time, they will all change to that particular asset class. So the coloring system, very similar to DXTrade, but really, really useful. What I really like about cTrader is the way that you can customize your own workspace so that you can work however you choose to work as a trader. And you'll see there's different buttons up here. You can have a multi-chart mode, a single chart mode as well, just if you just want one single chart. But I really, really like the free chart mode here. And what that does, if we bring up lots of different asset classes here, so I'll create a new chart for natural gas down there. Let's create a new chart for the DAX as well. You can see I've got, in fact, let's move one more. Let's do a chart for the S&P 500. So I've got 4 charts in front of me. When you're in free chart mode, you can drag these around and basically create your own style of workspace, how you want to organize these particular charts. You can make your own version of it if you want one particular chart and in one of the big areas like that. It's completely customizable however you want to work. So that's one of the key features that makes cTrader so powerful. What we'll do now is we'll have a look at where all the different time frames are. One of the things that you get with cTrader, if you hit the little three dots up here, you'll see there's lots of different ways we can define how our candles are structured, whether you want to work with traditional candles like I normally would do on a standard time frame, or maybe you actually want to work with tick charts as well, which means that you are just literally seeing the movement of price created in the candle over that amount of ticks if you are a particularly aggressive scalper. You've also got the option of using Renko, range, or Heikin-Ashi charts as well by default if you so wish to use those. When it comes to drawing objects on the chart, very, very standard, and most people that have at least used one charting platform before are not really going to have an issue with this. All of your options down here are down here on the right-hand side, whether you want to add text to the chart, change the colors of your lines, draw boxes, rectangles, all of that kind of stuff over your areas of support and resistance. It's really, really easy to use and very beautiful and smooth the way that they've designed the application. So all of that stuff is accessible to you down on the right-hand side. Adding indicators is also particularly easy as well. You're looking for this little F button up here. All you need to do is scroll down and pick whichever indicator you like. Not dissimilar to MetaTrader. It's got all of the standard ones that you might expect. Moving averages, Bollinger Bands, oscillators, MACDs, RSIs, ADX, no matter what it is you want to work with, you'll find some high quality indicators in here. So if I wanted to add Bollinger Bands onto my chart, all I do is select it. You can tailor the options exactly how you want it and alter the colors if you want to change the standard settings of the Bollinger Bands, and there you go, you've got them on your chart for you. Okay, so if you now want to delete the Bollinger Bands and also the drawing as well, it's dead easy to do. All you need to remember is Control-D on your keyboard. Hit that and you get the option to have a look at what you've put onto the chart, and you can edit it accordingly from there. So I'm just going to delete my rectangle there and also go to the indicators as well. Let's get rid of those Bollinger Bands, and that just cleans that up a little bit. One quick tip for you, which I find particularly handy in cTrader, is always remember this button up here, the hotkeys button. If you press that, it's going to open this dialog box. This is particularly useful to remember. A lot of the keyboard shortcuts are all under here. Now, I like to use my middle mouse wheel to zoom in and out of the charts. By default, I think it comes with a scroll. So if you were to set it onto scroll, then what you'll see is you'll go back historically in the price action. I'm not a fan of that. What I like to do is have it on zoom. So I'm pretty used to dragging around when I want to move back historically, but then when I want to zoom in, I quite like using the mouse wheel. So that's how you can predefine how you want to work. Next, let's have a look at what's over here on the right-hand side. This is where some of the really powerful features of cTrader come to the foreground. I'm a particular fan of all of the extra add-on features that that cTrader offers. You can have an order window here if you want to put an order in. We're going to cover orders in a second. You've got a small depth of market ladder as well, which is has limited use in over-the-counter Forex, retail Forex markets, but it's still there if you want it. You have a calendar as well, which is super useful as well, and tons of information about the CFD that you are trading. If you are trading it, market hours, all of that stuff, it's all in there for you. I really like the depth of market ladder as well. I'm a fan of using a price ladder as well. If you've ever done any futures trading, that will feel very familiar to you as well. We'll cover that in a second. And there's also the option as well to look at the depth of market through the lens of a VWAP as well, which stands for volume weighted average price. Next, you have a traditional economic calendar, which is going to have all of the main events for the trading day. And then also as well, you get a news tab as well. Any current aggregated news feeds that are put into this particular window are always going to be useful to keep a track on. Certainly when you're logging in first thing in the morning, that's going to be something that you want to keep a track of. And then probably one of the most powerful features, certainly when it came out, it was a real game changer, was the auto chartist feature. You can see what auto chartist is giving us, and it's built into the platform. If we look at the 30-minute chart here, we've actually got a harmonic pattern. We've got a butterfly forming potentially, and if you click on that, it will bring up the box which shows you how that is specifically drawn, which is a really nice touch in the web terminal.
Okay, so let's now have a look at putting some orders on. There's just so many different ways you can do this. You can use these quick buttons up here. These are going to be very familiar to you if you are used to using that in MetaTrader 4 or MetaTrader 5. I'm going to show you a way that I like to work with cTrader, and that is using the price depth of market ladder. Now, say for example here, I've got a 1 hour time frame of the euro dollar, and I'm going to want to get long the market, but I want to wait for a pullback somewhere. Then what I would do is I would use the depth of market ladder here, and I would just put a buy limit order on the market. You can obviously define the actual amount or quantity of currency that you want. So let's go with a $10,000 lot. And then what you can do from here, just drop that on the chart, and you can see it's given us the actual order on the chart. Now, if you hover your mouse over this, what you'll find is it brings up a grayed box of a stop and also a take profit. All you need to do is drag that around, and then you'll be able to get access to the stop loss and then also the take profit target. That is really, really useful to use as a very quick way of getting your orders in the market, and then also defining your stop position as well and your take profit target. So wherever you think structurally in the market you want your stop to be, you can just drag that around and it will modify the order for you. And if you want to gun for this swing high here up here, that's what you would then do. You could just modify that take profit target. Now, if you double click on the order as well, it'll bring up the traditional pending order ticket for this particular trade. One of the things that's really nice about cTrader is that it gives you the percentage of your account that you're risking as well. You can see it here, but the point is, once you've defined your stop loss level and your take profit target, you can know where you stand from a risk reward point of view, and that in itself is a really unique feature that I like about cTrader very much. You can see that we've triggered the buy position here, and that brings us to the account window down here, or the position window right at the bottom of the screen. You should be able to see your balance of your account right at the very bottom, and if you hit this cog sign here, you can just expand that a little bit so it gives you your margin, equity, and the amount of free margin you've got, and your P&L, and then all of your positions should be listed in this position tab here, so you can get easy access to them. You can double click and you can go into the actual specific order itself. You want to modify your stop loss. There's just so many different ways that cTrader give you of interfacing with your orders and interfacing with the market. It really is really super customizable, so it really depends on how you want to work. Best thing to do in that situation is experiment yourself. You can customize it however you want. You can play around with the different ways of putting orders on the market, either entering at market or using limit orders around the bid and the ask price. You can use the price ladder, you can use the quick buttons. It really just depends on how you want to work, but it's a really super powerful tool, and it's a great addition to our suite of platforms that we've got on offer at FTUK. And of course, don't forget, with cTrader, you have a seamless experience if you decide to trade on mobile. You just download the cTrader app, use your email and your password that you've set with your account at FTUK. Everything connects and you can just get live in the market straight away on a mobile device. Any problems that you've got, please don't hesitate to reach out to support and we will be happy to help.